Let us continue with the exercise 2.4. We have already done till question number 3. So we are going to start with question number 4, that is factorize. So we have a quadratic polynomial. This is the first part, this is 12x square minus 7x plus 1. Okay, so this is a quadratic polynomial given to us because the degree of the polynomial is 2. Hence it is a quadratic polynomial. We need to factorize this into two linear polynomials, okay, and that we are going to do by splitting the middle term method. Okay, splitting the middle term method. Now, if you compare this to the general form of quadratic polynomial, that is ax square plus bx plus c, then we will get the value of a as 12, that is the coefficient of x square, value of b as minus 7, that is coefficient of x, and value of c, that is a constant term, that is 1. Okay, so from here we are going to start with our splitting the middle term method. Okay, so first we are going to do a multiply c. So when you multiply a and c, you will get 12 into 1, that will be 12. Now we need to find the factors of 12 such that it will be a multiple of two numbers, like 1 into 12 or 6 into 2 or 4 into 3, like this. Okay, all these numbers, when you find the pair, when you multiply the pair, you will get what? 12. Okay, but which pair to be selected? We need to select such pair so that after multiplying you will get a into c means this value, and after adding you will get the value of b. Okay, so if you see 1 and 12, if you add or subtract, you cannot get b, that is minus 7. Okay, so this is definitely cancelled out. 6 and 2 also, if you add you will get 8, if you subtract you will get 4. So definitely you are not getting 7, so let us cancel this also. We are left with 4 and 3. Now when you add 4 and 3, we will get the value 7. When you multiply, you will get 12. Okay, but here we have minus 7. Okay, so we need to put minus 4 and minus 3, because minus 4 plus minus 3, that will give you minus 7, and minus 4 multiply minus 3, that will give you 12. So our factors are minus 4 and minus 3. So this is the rough work that we have done here. So like this you have to evaluate to find the factors. Okay, so our middle term will be splitted into minus 4 and minus 3. So now this can be written as, this is 12x square minus 4x minus 3x plus 1. So minus 7 is split into minus 4 and minus 3. Okay, now from this two term we can take 4x as common. So you are left with here, that is 3x minus 1. Now from here, if we in bracket we got 3x minus 1, so in other bracket also we need 3x minus 1. Okay, if you have 3x minus 1, then what you have taken out? We have taken minus 1 out. Okay, such that if you open the bracket, you will get the same thing from here. Okay, so when you open the bracket, it will be minus 3x and minus minus will be plus 1. Now from these two terms, we have 3x minus 1 common. Okay, we are left with here 4x will remain and here minus 1 will remain. Okay, so these are the two factors. We have just converted this 12x square minus 7x plus 1 into two factors, that is 3x minus 1 and 4x minus 1. So this is how it is done. This is splitting the middle term method. I hope you understood one. Okay, let us try with the second one. Now the second part is 2x square plus 7x plus 3. Okay, again we will compare with ax square plus bx plus c. We will get the value of a as 2, value of b as 7 and value of c as 3. We will multiply a and c, that will be 2 into 3, that will give us 6. Factors of 6 as a multiple of two numbers, that is 1 into 6, that is 2 into 3. Okay, and no other factors possible. Okay, so 1 into 6 and 2 into 3. Now we have to select such pairs so that after multiplying we will get this, and after adding we will get this. So definitely 2 and 3, if you add you will get 5, if you subtract you will get 1. Okay, so there is no chance we will get the value of b, that is 7. So this is ruled out. So 1 and 6, when you add you will get the value 7. Now 1 plus 6, that will give you 7, and 1 multiply 6, that will give you 6 only. Okay, so our factors are 1 and 6. There is no need of putting any sign, negative sign. So as we got 1 and 6 as a factor, so we'll just split the middle term like it is 2x square plus 6x plus x plus 3. This is 1x only. Okay, so 6 and 1 we have made. So 6x plus x, that will make 7x here. Now this will be, from this two terms we can take 2x as common and we are left with x plus 3 here. And from here also, as we got x plus 3 here, so in other bracket also we need x plus 3. Okay, so that what we have taken out, we have taken plus 1 out. Okay, now from this two term, this term and this term, we'll take x plus 3 as common and we are left with 2x plus 1. Okay, so we can say that this quadratic polynomial 2x square plus 7x plus 3 is factorized as x plus 3 and 2x plus 1. Okay, so this will be the answer of second part. Let us see third part. So the third part is 6x square plus 5x minus 6. So here we have the value of a as 6, value of b as 5 and value of c as minus 6. Okay, now we need to multiply a and c, that will be 6 multiply minus 6. So here we will get minus 36. Okay, break it. So we will get here 1 into 36. Okay, we'll put the negative sign later. I am just taking the number. Okay, next is 12 into 3. Next is 9 into 4. Next is 6 into 6. So this will be the possible factors. Okay, now we need to select such factors so that after adding we will get 5. Okay, so 1 and 36, there is no chance we will get 5 either adding or subtracting. 12 and 3 also there is no chance of getting 5. 9 and 4 we have a chance, and 6 and 6 again we don't have any chance of adding and subtracting to get the value 5. So our factors are 9 and 4. Now we need to put the sign here. After multiplying we need minus 36 and after adding we need 5. So definitely after adding we are getting a positive value, so the bigger number will be having a positive sign and the lower number will be having a negative sign. So that plus 9 and minus 4, when you multiply you will get minus 36, and plus 9 and minus 4, when you add you will get plus 5. Okay, so middle number, this 5x can be broken as plus 9 and minus 4. Okay, so we'll just write it 6x square plus 9x minus 4x minus 6. So from this 2 we can take 3x as common. So here we will be left with 2x plus 3, and here if you take minus 2 as common, we will be left with 2x plus 3 again. Okay, so from this two term, just make sure that whatever you are getting in this bracket should be equal to what you are getting in this bracket. Okay, and take the sign always here, whether you are getting plus or minus, just take the signs here. So from this 2 we can take 2x plus 3 common and we are left with 3x minus 2. Okay, so the answer is 6x square plus 5x minus 6 is equal to 2x plus 3 and 3x minus 2. These are the factors of this quadratic polynomial. Okay, let us see the last part of this. So this is the fourth part, 3x square minus x minus 4. So value of a is 3 here, value of b is minus 1 and value of c is minus 4 here. Okay, again we have compared this to the general form, that is ax square plus bx plus c. Now we'll take a into c, that is 3 into minus 4, that will give us minus 12. We'll break this minus 12 as 1 into 12, 6 into 2, 4 into 3. So these are the possible factors. Okay, now we need the value 1 here, or I should say minus 1. So 1 and 12 will never give us minus 1. 6 and 2 will also never give us minus 1. 4 and 3, there is a possibility if you subtract you can get minus 1. Okay, so now we need a negative sign here. So negative sign means the bigger value should have a negative sign. So that minus 4 plus 3 will give us what? Minus 1. And minus 4 multiply 3, that will give you minus 12. So our factors are minus 4 and 3. So we can write this as 3x square plus 3 minus 3x minus 4x minus 4. Okay, so from this 2 you can take 3x as common. We will be left with here x plus 1. And from here we can take minus 4 as common and we are left with x plus 1 like this. Okay, so now we'll take x plus 1 as common and we are left with 3x minus 4 here. So we can write this as 3x square minus x minus 4 is equal to x plus 1 and 3x minus 4. Okay, I hope you understood the splitting the middle term method. Okay, this is the rough part, you don't have to show this in fair. Now this method is very important, as question number 5 also has this as one of the parts of that. Okay, so let us see what is question number 5. So So question number 5, first part is x cube minus 2x square minus x plus 2. So here we have a cubic polynomial because degree of this is 3. Okay, the variable has the highest power 3. So this is a cubic polynomial. So we cannot go for splitting the middle term here. So there is a different method and procedure we need to follow, out of which one part will be splitting the middle term, which we have done in question number 4. Okay, and one part will be the division of polynomials, which we have also done in exercise 2.2, I think. Okay, now here we have this x cube minus 2x square minus x plus 2. First, we'll use hit and trial method. Hit and trial method. Hit and trial method means first we will just put the values of x as whatever we want. Suppose I take x is equal to 1. We are going to try for this. Okay, so let us take let x is equal to 1. If you take x is equal to 1, we will get the value of this as p of 1 is 1 cube minus 2 into 1 square minus 1 and plus 2. I've just replaced the value of x by 1. This is just an hit and trial method. You can take any other values also, no problem. So we will get here 1 minus 2 minus 1 and plus 2. Okay, so this will cancel and this will also get cancelled. So we will get the value 0. Okay, we'll get the value here 0. So we got p of 1 is 0. When we will get this value? When we have this 1 as the 0 of this polynomial. Okay, when this is the solution of this polynomial, then only we get this. So if we have x is equal to 1, that we can say that if you shift 1 this side, then x minus 1 is a factor. We can say this. Only this is a point to understand. This is new in this. Rest all other parts of this procedure we have already done that. Okay. So first is hit and trial method, where we have taken any value of x what you want. Our motive is to get the value of the polynomial as 0 for that value of x. Okay, you can take minus 1, you can take 2, you can take 3. You just try till you get the value of the polynomial as 0. Okay, so if you get value of polynomial at 0, suppose we got at x plus x is equal to 1, then when you shift 1 this side, it will be x minus 1. So that x minus 1 will be one of the factor. Okay, now as x minus 1 is one of the factor, then if you divide this polynomial by x minus 1, definitely you are going to get the remainder as 0, because this is the remainder only when you have divided by x minus 1. By remainder theorem, this will be the remainder. Okay, so now we are going to divide this polynomial by this x minus 1. Okay, so that is x cube minus 2x square minus x plus 2, and we are going to divide this by x minus 1. Okay, so what is the division procedure we used to follow? So first term is x cube here. Okay, so x cube will be divided by first term of this, that is x. So we are going to get here x square. Okay, so first we will multiply by x square. So x square into x, that will make x cube. X square into minus 1, that will make minus x square. Now when you subtract, the sign will get changed. This will be minus, this will be plus. This will get cancelled. Minus 2x square plus x square, that will make minus x square, and this will be minus x here. Okay, now first term is minus x square, so we'll take minus x square, and here first term we have is x. So when you cancel this, you will get minus x here. Okay, now multiply this by minus x. So minus x into x, that will make minus x square, and minus x into minus 1, that will make plus x. Now when you solve this, the sign will get changed. This will get cancelled. Minus x is minus 2x, and plus 2 we have. Now our first term is minus 2x, and here first term is x. Okay, so when you solve this, you will get minus 2. So we are going to multiply by minus 2. So minus 2 into x, that will make minus 2x. Minus 2 into minus 1, that will make plus 2. Now when you solve, you will get the remainder as 0. Okay, if remainder is not coming 0, there is something wrong that you have done. Okay, because we know that x minus 1 is a factor of this. If it is a factor, we have to get the remainder as 0. Okay, now by using division algorithm, what we mean that the dividend is equal to divisor into quotient plus remainder. So if we are going to follow this situation here, then we can say that here the dividend is, that is x cube minus 2x square minus x plus 2, that is equal to the divisor into quotient. Okay, that is x minus 1 into quotient is x square minus x minus 2. Okay, this is what dividend this is divisor, and this is quotient, and this is remainder. So we know that division algorithm is what? Dividend is equal to divisor into quotient plus remainder. So since remainder is 0, I am not writing that. Okay. Now here we have x minus 1, and we are again going to break this quadratic polynomial into two linear polynomials as we have done in question number 4. Okay, that is splitting the middle term. Now again here we have the value of a as 1, value of b as minus 1, value of c as minus 2. We are going to multiply a into c, that will be a into c, that is what? Minus 2. You break minus 2 as 2 and 1. Okay, this is the only possible factor, and after adding which we will get minus 1. Okay, so for getting a negative value, the bigger value should have a negative thing. Okay, so here we have, this is x square minus 2x plus x minus 2. So minus 2x plus x will give what? Minus x. So when you solve this further, it is x minus 1. And here if you take from this 2 term, if you take x as common, so it will be x minus 2. And from here, if you take plus 1 as common, here it will be x minus 2. Okay. Now from this term, if x minus 1 is here, so you can take x minus 2 as common, and you will be left with x plus 1. So this is just splitting the middle term what we have done. So before doing this fifth question, I suggest you to first thoroughly solve question number 4. Okay, because that will be very good to understand this question number 5. So these are the three factors of this cubic polynomial. So till here, this will be the final solution. So this actually has 3 parts. First is hit and trial method, second is division, and the third one is splitting the middle term. Okay, this we got by division algorithm. Okay, so I hope you understood this part. Okay. Now there is one more method of solving this, that is probably the easy one. The second method is, now if you see from this 2 term, you can take x square as common. Okay, if x square is common, we are left with x minus 2 here. Okay, now from here also we need x minus 2. So if you take minus 1 as common, inside you will get x minus 2 here from this 2 term. Okay, I hope you understood this part. We have taken x square as common from this 2, and we have taken minus 1 as common from this 2. Now from this 2 term, just like we were doing in splitting the middle term, we will take x minus 2 as common, and we are left with x square minus 1 here. Now this x square minus 1 can also be written as x square minus 1 square, because 1 square is 1 only. So if you apply an identity, that is a square minus b square is a plus b and a minus b. Then from here we will get x minus 2 will be remaining, and here a square minus b square, so we will get a plus b and a minus b. So this will be the, directly we got 3 factors. That was the answer we have seen. Okay, so by the second method you directly got the answer in 3 steps. But I will strongly recommend you just apply first method only. Even though the second is very easy, but you apply the first method only. And I am also going to teach you with the first method only, because that is only given in your book. Okay, now I just want you to try the rest 3 parts of this. I'll give you the solution in my next class. Thank you.